This will change how you see relationships forever. Family, welcome back to Sugar Bytes News, where we serve up the truth, raw and unfiltered, with a side of biblical wisdom. Today, we're diving into something that's got people in the church whispering, but no one's really talking about it: age gap relationships. Some say, it's just love, age is a number. Others say, no way, that's predatory and dangerous. But what does God actually say? And why is no one exposing the hidden dangers behind these relationships? By the end of this video, you will never look at age gap relationships the same way again. Before we get into it, do me a favor. Smash that like button if you're ready for real talk with no sugarcoating. Subscribe if you want bold biblical wisdom that actually applies to real life. And comment below, have you ever been in an age gap relationship? Did it work? Or was it a disaster? Let's talk. All right, let's go. The man who had it all and lost it all. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who had everything: wealth, power, divine wisdom. People traveled across nations just to hear him speak. His name, King Solomon. And yet, he had one weakness, one that led to his downfall. It wasn't war. It wasn't enemies. It was his relationships. Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines, and many were much younger. At first it seemed fine. He was the wisest man on earth, right? Surely he had it under control. But slowly, subtly, those relationships pulled him away from God. 1 Kings 11:4 says, as Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord. This is the real danger of age gap relationships. It's not just about age, it's about direction. Who is leading who? When love becomes a trap, let me hit you with a truth bomb. The Bible never says age gap relationships are a sin, but it does warn about relationships that pull you away from God. I've seen it happen so many times. A young woman falls for an older man, and suddenly he's controlling every move she makes. A young man gets with an older woman, and somehow his faith takes a back seat. A couple ignores biblical wisdom, and years later, they're drowning in regret. It's not about age, it's about spiritual alignment. 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. You can have the perfect connection, chemistry, and attraction, but if you're walking in different directions spiritually, that is the real danger. Are you really in love or just in need? Let's be real. Many people enter age gap relationships not out of love, but out of a need. Here's the hard truth. Some older people date younger partners because they crave power and control. Some younger people date older partners because they want security, money, or stability. But love built on a need is not love. It's a transaction. I once knew a woman, let's call her Lisa. Lisa was 23 years old, full of life, deeply passionate about God. Then she met Mark, who was 45. He was charming, wise, established, and he treated her like a queen. But over time, Lisa realized something chilling. She wasn't in love. She was trapped. He made all the decisions. He dictated her friendships. He even made her feel guilty for wanting independence. By the time she realized she had lost herself, it was almost too late. God gives us wisdom in relationships, not to kill our joy, but to protect our souls. The 3-question test: should you be in this relationship? If you're in an age gap relationship, or thinking about one, stop and ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. Who is leading who? Is this relationship bringing me closer to God or pulling me away? 2. Am I ignoring red flags because I don't want to be alone? 3. If God told me to walk away today, could I do it? If you hesitated on any of these, it's time to step back and pray. Because here's the truth. If a relationship isn't from God, you will fight to keep it. But if it is from God, He will sustain it. Final warning. What God really cares about, God doesn't care about age. He cares about alignment. If your relationship is built on faith, respect, and love, it can work. But if it's built on control, lust, or desperation, it will collapse. Matthew 7:24-27 says it best. The wise man builds his house on the rock. The foolish man builds on the sand. So here's my question to you. Is your relationship built on rock or sand? Call to action. Let's talk. I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Have you been in an age gap relationship? Did it work, or was it a disaster? Let's get real. And if this hit home, do 3 things right now. Smash that like button to spread this truth. Subscribe to Sugar Bytes News for more bold biblical wisdom. Hit that bell icon so you never miss what's coming next. Until next time, stay wise, stay prayed up, and stay rooted in truth.